Thank you. Thank you for that. Gave you a heads up this time.
Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, it's the brink of sniffles. There hasn't been one episode where I said, "Are you ready?" And you say, "Yeah," and then I hit record, and then you just start sniffling.
Yeah. It's like I'm like a coke addict over here, except I'm not. I don't know why I have to keep sniffling. I can't do an episode without sniffling.
Well, Sniffly is Mark, and Bri is here.
Yep. Not sniffling, not yet.
Well, that's good.
I will breathe on you, and somehow through the power of Skype, you will catch my whatever I have.
Okay.
Actually, I have important. I know your significant other is looking for a job in nursing.
Yes.
And I don't know if the show is the right place to do this, but I actually heard about some openings in nursing.
Okay. So
they're in Dallas.
Oh. Did you get a call from a recruiter?
If you were a nurse in Dallas, when they say, "Hey, we have the first Ebola patient," wouldn't your reaction be, "I quit, I'm changing my phone number and moving"?
Either that or I'm using all my vacation days right now.
I'm not coming. Oh, my chance that... No, how about he just dies on someone else's watch?
Yeah.
Right, what would you do if you were a nurse in Dallas right now?
Yeah, I probably would go on strike, I think.
So apparently this person was wearing a hazmat suit and caught it anyway.
That's encouraging.
Yeah.
They say if it goes airborne, it'll really be like one of those terrible movies.
Like Outbreak?
Yeah, it might get really bad if it goes airborne.
Does
I don't know why.
even know?
I don't understand. The whole thing is just really fucked up. I really don't understand the whole thing because there's so much like disinformation on both sides. Like first they say you can only get it if,
both sides.
well, like the paranoid, like it's gonna spread and kill everybody, or the like don't you have nothing to worry about sides.
Okay. What was the don't you have nothing to worry about side saying?
Well, I keep saying, well, you're only gonna get
Are you
Ebola.
screaming at me, Bri?
Yes, I'm trying to.
But why is he screaming?
I don't know.
Jay, why is he screaming? You guys getting really worked up. Do you have Ebola?
I'm not screaming. Maybe my mic's too close to my face.
It sounds fine from my end.
From my end, it sounds like he's like shouting at me like he's my teacher in 3rd grade.
Maybe you just know I'm right. That's why.
Do your Ebola homework now.
All right, go on. Ignore
Well, no, you see, like some people say, well, you can only get Ebola if you touch the blood or sweat or whatever of a person. And then you see people that say, well, if one person has Ebola, then everybody in the world's going to get Ebola.
Yeah,
like, it's going to go airborne. Like, what does going airborne mean? If you could only get it by touching somebody's bodily fluids, how is that going to go airborne?
I don't know if they said if it goes airborne. I don't know. Maybe it like charters an airplane.
It seems like nobody really knows what causes it, and so everyone's just trying to sound confident and just saying random stuff.
Why does it keep spreading? Why can't they just take the people that have Ebola?
It's not spreading. Like 4 people have it. It's not spreading.
Did you look on the...
Like 2 people in the United States have it.
4 people have it. Unless Ebola is like a pseudonym for cancer, then nobody's going to get it.
But they also have like on the news, it's like up to 70 people exposed. I don't even know what that means. They're exposed. Like they were in like on a bus with the guy,
or the plane, because the guy flew from wherever he went to Dallas, with making a pit stop in like Atlanta or something.
If you read the news right now, it's ISIS is going to kill us. But wait, Ebola is going to kill you first. But wait, global warming is going to kill you today. But wait, the economy sucks. But wait.
You forgot the police are going to kill you.
The police are going to kill you if you're in St. Louis or in whatever, Missouri, if you're black or just in general.
Just black.
And their Charlie Brown Halloween special coming up as well. That's the
good.
News. Do you worry that Jay, that your significant other is a nurse and she's going to be working on Ebola?
Not yet. No. I mean, so far the guy's been here like 2 weeks and it's been transferred to one person. So at this rate, she could probably work for about 3.5 years before it works its way up the coast.
Doesn't everyone pretty much in not New York have Ebola right now?
Basically, anybody who walks into a hospital who's sweating is going to be accused of having Ebola.
What exactly do people survive Ebola?
Like, I think it's something like a 50% ratio.
You're making that up.
I'm making the exact number up, but it's a bad ratio.
The only two people that survived it were those two doctors that they like quarantined all the way back.
Right.
Remember that week when it was bad to be a black person because they were getting shot by the cops, and then they took these two white people out of black Africa and they cured them of the disease, but they don't want to cure anybody else of them. Remember that?
Right. Only the white people that got cured. That was good.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you don't remember that?
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is it good to be black in Missouri now, or they keep shooting them?
Why
Why are people keep getting shot in Missouri?
I don't know, but at least they changed cities. They went from
where's it now?
Like a circus.
Yeah, it's in St. Louis now.
It's getting kind of crazy. The news gets scarier and scarier. I wish I couldn't read.
Well, if you want the non-Fox News version, this guy actually shot at the cop first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I feel like if I shot at a cop, I would expect to die.
Yeah, that seems kind of fair.
Yeah, I would think. But they're rioting because he died, so why not?
That's the Fox News version, not the non-Fox News version.
What's the non-Fox News version?
No, the Fox News version is that. The non. I don't even.
The
know.
Fox version is the version that hates black people.
Again, forget this. Ebola. Brian, you want to debate with me? I'll debate Ebola with you.
Okay, well, what are we debating about? That's not going to kill. That it's not going to kill you and me. I win.
Okay, so I'm going to take the side of that your grandchildren are going to die, and you'll take the side of a sane person. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, your grandchildren are going to die.
Good.
Well, I don't understand. Does the nurse say, like, okay, I have the hazmat suit. Wait, I just want to tongue kiss the patient. I'm going to tongue kiss the patient, and then we'll put the hazmat suit back on.
I don't know. If the person caught it, then obviously...
I think a bigger deal would be investigating these companies that make hazmat suits.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
What do we have them for? If their one job is to protect you from getting Ebola in a hospital and they don't do it, then why bother wearing one?
Right. Why don't we give them Ebola?
Austin in the Facebook group has 2 Ebola questions.
Oh, okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how bad do you think this whole Ebola thing is? Are we all going to die? And the other one is, what's scarier, Ebola or ISIS?
Neither of them are very scary. They're both overhyped, and neither of them are going to kill us.
Right, from 1 to 10. What's your
0. 1.2.
Okay, let's not use round numbers. I will take Ebola at a 3, and I'll take ISIS at a 2. Jay?
I'll take Ebola at a 3.5 and ISIS at a 1.5.
Well, I have to say 100% of the people that have had Ebola in the United States that flew here from Africa have died.
Did the guy die?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like a high fatality rate. 100%.
Yeah, but it's a sample of 1.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like the high success rate for Ebola.
You know, here's
the thing. Do you guys want to organize a 5K for Ebola or not?
No, I don't want to do a 5K.
People who have it to run? No.
No, we do a 5K to end Ebola. No. We can beat Ebola. Run 5K with me.
How about don't do the 5K and just donate money?
Does the money have to go to Ebola? Can it just go to our pockets?
Oh yeah, I guess.
I guess if we start it, yeah, it'll just go in our pockets.
Well, if we start it, we could just do what they do, and we donate like 15% to Ebola and keep the rest.
75% of it will be admin costs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
10% will be
salaries.
What?
Salaries. You're allowed to have some salaries.
Salaries. Yeah. And then 15% will go to Ebola. I'm not sure who we sent it to for Ebola, so we'll hold on to that money until we figure it out.
And oops, somebody raided our account. I don't know what happened.
We got hacked. Damn hackers.
We got a review. Well, not a review. A comment from last episode.
Okay.
It said, "How dare you? I am a quote-unquote midget. How fucking dare you? I have always loved your podcast. Just to hear you rather be fucking paralyzed than to be short. Mark, I do a lot of kung fu. If I were to say that in my face, I would tie you up and put you in my car trunk and ass rape you in front of Jay till you bleed your ass. I know it was a joke for the comments, but you don't know how it is for people to constantly look down on you both physically and mentally. Why did I need to be put in the trunk of a car before being ass raped?"
Boy, I thought Eric the Midget died.
Did you hear that story? This couple went out for their anniversary, and the guy was a midget, and the waiter gave the guy crayons and a coloring book.
Hey, you need something to do instead of
That is so funny. Oh my god, that is the meanest thing ever.
It was like their anniversary dinner.
I assume that was on purpose. What other questions we have for Facebook? We have, let's do the Facebook questions. We have the leader of North Korea. This is from Grant. The leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, has not been seen in public lately by his own people. Do you guys know what's going on there? Is this some kind of stunt he is pulling for political leverage?
I don't know what goes on over there. I'm just glad I don't live there.
Consulting the InfoWars comment section, this is a plot by Obama to make us androids that serve the Jews.
Yeah,
we already do that?
No, it was the comment on the
Oh.
Kim Jong thing.
All right, next question.
Bri, what do you think about Kim Jong? What's he doing?
I don't know. Probably just hibernating. The guy's just,
Would it be
That
cool
works
if you had,
hard.
would you be cool if you had the power to hibernate? Would you like that?
Oh, yeah.
Like you just eat as much as you can come like November. Like Thanksgiving is your big like final day. You eat as much as possible. And then March or April, you wake up and you've lost like 30 pounds and you're back. You're ready for the rest of the year.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it sounds pretty sweet.
Would that be like a superhero power?
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty decent superhero power.
I mean, also you'd save a lot of money during those months because you're not doing anything besides sleeping. On the reverse side, you couldn't really earn money either. It'd be like, what's your vacation policy here? Yeah, we have everyone gets 2 weeks of vacation. Do you ever give more than 2 weeks? Well, if you hit the executive level, you might get 3 weeks or even 4 weeks. What about November through March? November through. I hibernate. I hope you don't hold that against me. It's a
My
religious
parents were
observance.
bears. I'm sorry.
It's discrimination. I'm going to sue.
I am bear-like. I don't see. I will get my machete and come back here.
You're like a big bear, man.
Yeah. Would you rather have the power to hibernate, or? It's a good or there. Would you like?
That is how you play Would You Rather.
Would you rather have the power to hibernate, or would you rather be as fast as a cheetah?
Fast as a cheetah.
Are you contemplating or answering?
No, I'm saying fast as a cheetah.
Oh, you were saying like
I'll
fast.
take hibernate. What am I in a hurry for? There's nothing I need to be that fast
I mean,
for.
you miss the winter every year. That'd be pretty cool.
No, I'd like to hibernate in the summer, actually. I like the winter.
Okay, so you can hibernate in the summer. Jay will hibernate in the winter. What are you going to do with the cheetah power?
Win the Olympics and then get rich off of endorsements.
Well, what did they say? Like, if you have metal legs or you're as fast as a cheetah, you can't do this.
Then I'll just murder my wife.
I knew you were going there.
I assumed you were going there. What else do we have on questions? You guys should do a tribute Michael Rappaport show, i.e. talk about yourselves and how good you are at everything and mention the podcast name 50 times.
Oh, that's a shame. I like Michael Rappaport a lot.
What happened? What's the Michael Rappaport news?
Well, he's saying his podcast is just him saying how good he is at everything and saying the name of the show over and over.
Why does he have a podcast?
because he's.
Because everybody has a podcast.
Well, I get that, but like, isn't he an actor trying to be on stuff? I never knew he was like a comedian or like.
You never knew he was. He was been funny for. He started off
Never.
being funny before he did like Boston Legal
He was on Boston Legal.
or Boston. The Boston one where they're teachers.
That would probably be Boston Teacher.
Boston Common, was it?
Boston Schools.
Something like that.
It was Boston something, and they were teachers.
I didn't know he was on TV.
What
He's
do you
on-
think he did?
he's on-
Just the ESPN Shock and Jock?
He was on Pound
Yeah.
Puppies. Did you guys watch Pound Puppies? He was the voice of Squirt. He was on Justified.
He was unjustified.
He was on Mob Doctor. Prison Break. Didn't know he was in Prison Break.
You're really quick at pulling up IMDb profiles.
No, this is from my memory.
Yeah.
My name is Earl. The War at Home. You know what I've been learning? I have not seen many Michael Rappaport shows. I actually didn't know he did anything since True Romance.
Wasn't he
Boston
in the
Public.
pilot episode of the Chappelle Show?
Yes, he's in that one also.
That's
He's
my
in a
favorite,
lot of movies
skit.
here.
Pop copy.
He was on Friends.
Okay, next, before we turn into...
He's got a long and distinguished career. He was on China Beach.
I know.
You know, come on.
Everybody knows that.
It's common knowledge.
Okay. Rob writes, now that Halloween is around the corner, who is the best slasher? As a series, I enjoy the Halloween series with Michael Myers minus the Rob Zombie version. And also, if a studio wanted to make a Freddy versus Jason versus Michael, who would win? Why? I'd say Freddy due to the fact that he proved he can take over somebody else's body and put the other drugs to enter and put the other drugs to, put and give the other drugs to enter the dream world where he's unstoppable. If you saw Freddy versus Jason, he would have killed Jason and won if other people didn't jump in the dream and stop him.
How come when they do these crossovers, they always have to involve third parties?
You want a movie with just Freddy versus Jason fighting the entire movie?
Yes.
I don't think that would have appealed to anyone else besides you.
Why?
No, I kind of agree with Jay. Like, they waste, like, these movies, they waste too much time, like, with stupid plots. Like, the Transformers. It should just be Transformers. It doesn't have to be like, oh, they fucking hid Megatron in the Hoover Dam and all this shit. Just, the Transformers come and they fight and the movie ends. Who cares?
Transformers animated movie was amazing. It was
Right, yeah. Like,
I agree.
In G.I. Joe, you have to, I mean, I didn't see it, but you have to have, like, some stupid plot. Like, just have Freddy and Jason kill people, and whoever kills more wins.
Right. Why are you assuming that G.I. Joe movie had a stupid plot? Come on, Bri. Don't they ruin all these shows you watch as a kid? You're like, wouldn't it be cool if they had G.I. Joe movie? And then they're like, oh, I guess it wouldn't be cool. Wouldn't it be cool if they did Transformers? Oh, I guess it wouldn't be cool.
Like, they had to make a Battleship movie. Why couldn't it just be two guys playing Battleship?
That would have been amazing if you got to the theater and after all the previews, it was just two guys playing Battleship.
They could have made it like the 80s movie War Games, where they're playing Battleship, but it somehow got hacked into a military computer, so it's really happening.
Or they could have just literally just had two guys playing Battleship.
That would be funny. You know they're making a Tetris movie, right?
How is that possible?
I have no idea.
There's no story. Like,
The
it's just
only
a
way
guy
that would
moving
be a good
blocks.
movie is if it's like a guy packing like a moving van, and he has all these boxes that he has to put in.
And the boxes are coming down the conveyor belt faster and faster.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Basically-
just like behind the scenes at FedEx.
Basically, it's like the I Love Lucy thing with the chocolates, but it's with boxes.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. So, okay, and to answer the question, so who do you think was the best slash? By the way, why is Rob Zombie's Michael Myers worse than the old one?
Yeah, I didn't think... I only saw the first Rob Zombie one. I thought
it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
It's kind of creepy. They're all kind of creepy. So what's the best slasher?
Nightmare on Elm Street, by far.
What about Chucky?
Nightmare on Elm Street, by far.
Friday
the 13th is terrible.
Oh, because Nightmare on Elm Street's like Oscar worthy.
Yes, the first one is really good.
No, it's not. They're all really bad. Right?
I really haven't seen any of them, so I think I've seen maybe like one Friday the 13th, like half of a Nightmare on Elm Street, no Halloweens, like half of a Chucky.
Well, what's your favorite slasher?
I don't really have one.
Bri, before you coming on our show for now on, could you explore pop culture a little bit?
Sorry, I try.
You didn't go
What?
through that phase when you were like 13 where you just wanted to watch nothing but horror movies?
No.
Huh.
No. Well, I probably did, and then like 2 minutes in, I started crying, and I stopped.
Although
What about Freddy versus Jason versus Michael versus Texas Chainsaw Massacre guy?
I was going to say Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably my favorite of those.
He's probably the biggest, the scariest.
I mean, I still think Freddy would beat them all.
No, but that's the second question. The first question is what's the best one?
Oh. I'd say Nightmare on Elm Street, then Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because Texas Chainsaw Massacre had some really bad ones in that series.
I haven't seen. I know there's like the original, which I never saw, which was supposed to be really scary, and I saw the one with the more recent one.
I've seen them all.
They're all kind of creepy.
Yeah. I thought the first two original ones were really good, and then the next two were really bad. And then the new one was okay.
Usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, who would win? Leatherface. Let's do a tournament here. Leatherface versus Michael Myers.
Leatherface.
I'm gonna take Michael Myers. Bri. Pretend you know what we're talking
Leatherface.
about? Okay.
I'll just guess.
Okay, so Chucky versus the Leprechaun.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking
Leprechaun.
about. There's the Leprechaun movie where he kills people.
There's like
From
four
the-
Leprechaun movies.
It's like 7 of them. Jennifer Aniston was in one of them.
Jesus. Well, the fourth Texas Chainsaw Massacre had Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
Nice.
Johnny Depp was in the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's right.
That is true.
That's all I know about that.
Calling out people that are embarrassed to be in these movies.
I will go with Chucky over the Leprechaun.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Chucky or Leprechaun too.
Yeah, I'll take Chucky too.
Okay. Next
Jennifer
we need...
Tilly, she was in one of those, wasn't she?
I think so.
Okay, Freddy versus Jason.
I was going to say Freddy versus Candyman.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, okay, I was gonna say Candyman versus Casper, but okay. Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy.
Freddy.
Okay, I'll take Freddy.
All right, let's move along.
Okay, we have one more. Candyman versus
Sammy
else
Davis Jr.
Godzilla. Godzilla.
Candyman.
I'll take Godzilla.
Okay, I'll take Godzilla.
All
Okay,
right.
Godzilla versus Freddy.
Freddy.
Godzilla's pretty big.
Freddy could enter Godzilla's dreams.
That's true. Okay, Freddy. And my who was left?
Who cares?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Okay, so I have some would you rathers. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Or our top 5. Let's do the top 5 first.
Sure.
So
You're,
there've been a
you're
lot-
the star. You pick what you want to do.
Oh, do you have topics, Jay?
I wanted to know if you guys saw the Simpsons Family Guy crossover.
I did.
Is that are we still doing the slasher thing?
No, we're not.
Oh, I was wondering if that would be like Simpsons versus Family Guy in the tournament. No, I did not. How bad was it?
Very bad. It was just self-referencing that their shows, pretty much every joke was like that.
So 2 shows that should have been canceled 10 years ago, each of them, and they had a crossover episode, and that crossover episode was bad.
Yeah, I don't know why I had higher expectations for it, considering they both sucked for about a decade.
If they were going to hire,
I thought it was going to be like it was a Family Guy episode where they meet the Simpsons. Like I thought it was going to be like half was going to be on the Simpsons and half was going to be like in Family Guy, but it wasn't really.
It was all
Right.
self-referential, like
It was just the Griffins go to Springfield is all it was.
right, like
Bro,
no-
you haven't. Wait, hang on, bro. You haven't seen a single horror movie from like 1980 to 1995, but you watched
Longer
this
than
episode.
that and more future
But
than
you,
that. Yeah,
but you watched this Simpson Family Guy crossover thing.
yeah. I still watch Family Guy. I don't know why.
Why is it funny still?
Every now and then there's a couple funny jokes.
Do you watch South Park still?
I haven't watched South Park since 1998.
But isn't that the only one that's still funny?
no, the
Is
first
it-
2 seasons.
The last South Park episode I ever watched was the one with Barbara Streisand. I was like, I'm done.
That was the end of the first season.
Yeah, that was the last time I watched it.
Have either of you guys watched BoJack Horseman?
I have no idea what that is.
Right, you know what I'm talking.
That up, whatever that is.
It's on Netflix. It's a new show.
I canceled Netflix like 2
Yeah, I
years
did
ago.
Okay, whatever.
So yeah, the whole thing was like Nelson would punch Bart in the stomach, and then Stu would be like, "How long has that been going on?" And Bart would be like, 23 years. You know, because the show's been on 23 years.
Are you going to recount this terrible episode?
Well, that was like every joke. You know.
Yeah, it's bad. The writers aren't good. They're not going to be good suddenly. It's not like, hey guys, you know how you've been terrible writers for the last 10 plus years? Well, we have a really important episode, so put on your funny caps.
The whole thing was just, you know, referencing itself as a show, though. It wasn't like bad like episode jokes. It was like completely just self-referential.
Well, I'll tune in for the crossover episode when it's like the Simpsons crossover with the Conan O'Brien show. That's the one I'm going to tune in when they get back one of their writers.
Like there was like a 10-minute segment where they're at a Moe's and they're comparing Duff to Pawtucket Patriot, and you know Homer's like, "Oh, Pawtucket Patriot's just the cheap ripoff of Duff," and you know then the other guy would be like, "Oh, Duff used to be good, but it's not good anymore." And it was just like, I don't know. It's not funny.
It's just that, like, I mean, these shows that are really bad should have made a better episode about crossing over.
I like the part in the courtroom when they did that, and they were like, they showed like all the side by side, like basically characters of each show.
Right. Yeah, they basically like proved that Family Guy's a copy of The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Fascinating. So, Jay, what reboots are in the works?
Well, there's a few. Batman is going to be the big one, because everything has to be a trilogy, and then you have to clean the slate and pretend none of it ever happened, and start the story completely from scratch instead of doing like James Bond and just continuing.
Well, if you haven't noticed out there, I don't know how you haven't, everything's a comic book now. Like every CW has the Flash and the Arrow, and there's the Marvel Super Agents, and there's just tons of them, and every movie's now, and they're why are there so many comics now, and then no one reads them?
That's the funniest part. Nobody reads comics, but everything is comic based.
You were saying how the number of people actually reading comics is way down. What's the explanation for why? Like you don't even have built-in audience.
Hollywood is slow to adjust.
Well, they sell too, though. All these comic movies, like.
Well, yeah, because they can make action, and that's what they think people like, and.
But people like them. People are seeing these things. They're making lots of money.
It's easy. You get it's a pre-written character. You loosely base it on the comic, like barely. And
I guess people know these stories already, and they're already like they have a positive disposition to them.
Yeah, because if you just make an action movie with just some dude, you don't have a built-in audience. But if you make it Captain America, even if it's like has nothing to do with the comic, people know who Captain America is.
Yeah, and I guess you're like, oh, they're redoing Batman? I wonder how it's going to work out with Bruce Wayne's parents dying and him becoming Batman this time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess everybody in the world has killed the Waynes, huh?
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
Every movie, it's like somebody different killing them.
Well, I would enjoy that if every movie was like some different way they died.
I mean, the problem is every director is egotistical and wants to show that they can show the origin story better than anybody else.
Right. It would be like, they're like, well, why don't you just make a story where like the origin already happened? What do you mean? If I don't explain who Batman is, no one's going to get it. I mean, it's not like anyone's heard of Batman before.
Yeah, remember when James Bond shows how he became James Bond every movie?
Yeah, exactly. Every movie, we learn how James Bond became James Bond, how Superman became Superman, how Spider-Man became Spider-Man. If you don't teach the audience, they're not going to understand.
Who's directing the new Batman, Jay?
I forgot his name.
Is Ben Affleck the new Batman?
He is, yeah. Yeah, he's going to be the new Batman despite like people actually literally protesting about it.
That's how much people freaking care about something. More people have protested over Batman than Ebola.
Zack Snyder is going to be doing the new.
I have no idea who that is.
His take, instead of going dark, Batman wears all pink and he fights breast cancer. So we did a top five superhero reboots. Brian, do you understand what we did?
No, that's not what I understood as the.
Yeah, that's not what I
list was gonna
understood either, actually.
What did we? Oh
Zack
my God.
Snyder directed 300, by the way.
I didn't see that,
Okay, so it's.
but
gonna
I'm
be-
sure that was a ripoff of Gladiator.
It was actually good. He also directed Watchmen, which I loved.
I didn't see that either.
That's the end of those. Okay, what did you think the top 5 is, Jay?
Things they should do in reboots instead of just telling the same story over and over.
Okay, fine. And Brian, what do you think it is?
Just reading Jay's message, we're doing top 5 things movies should do to make reboots better.
Okay, fine. Let's just do each of our own lists. And people will try to understand because we don't know how to communicate with each other. Anyway, Jay, what's your number 1?
Okay, my number 1 is since they're going to reset everything and just have everything not matter or count anyway, at the end of the trilogy, sometimes have the bad guy win. Kill off the main character. Why not? He's just going to come back and we're going to pretend it didn't happen anyway.
Okay, Brian, what's your top 5? What's your number 1?
Not rebooting movies.
Well, your lists are amazing.
That was going to be my entire top 5 because I think rebooting is the worst. But
So I had actual reboot ideas. So my first reboot, we make an openly racist Spider-Man where he only saves people who are white. So he goes to the train speeding away and just grabs the white people off the train and the black people die. I'm going to say, oh my God, the bank's being robbed. Okay, I'm going to save only the rich white people. Everyone else, screw you. That would be a wonderful Spider-Man.
They should remake Mystery Men. That movie had so much potential.
it did.
Well, you could put him on your top 5 list.
So
Oh,
many
yes,
funny
sir.
People.
Jay, what's your number 2?
Okay, so going with having him die in the reboot, just have it be a different person. Like if Bruce Wayne Batman dies, you have a new Batman, but it's not Bruce Wayne. So you still have the Batman
you
series.
find all the people whose parents were killed by
I'm
and
pretty
make them
sure you
Batman?
could be a vigilante superhero without having your parents die.
That's the only way it happens, Jay. No, you killed my dad, but my mom she's in a coma. She's gonna wake up. I can't be Batman. Bri, your number 2?
Have one of them be gay.
Okay, my number 2 actually goes along. Bri's actually similar to mine. Make the X-Men kind of a double meaning. So they do have supernatural powers, but they're also all transsexual females. Get it? X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Dun-dun-dun.
My next one is switch up the bad guys from different series. So like the next Batman, you should have him fight Shredder.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool. I like that. Yeah.
I think it would be fun instead of everyone doing the Joker. You never know who's going to show up. Maybe Magneto comes in.
The Ghostbusters fight the Joker.
Yeah,
I like that.
why not?
Bri.
Instead of being in a huge city with a million buildings, they should be out in the a rural area.
Wouldn't it be
With,
great?
No technology and no cars and
You mean so the good guys don't murder millions of people while fighting the bad guys?
yeah.
What about Spider-Man in the middle of Iowa? He's like, there's nothing to swing off of. This sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
There's 3 criminals. He knows them all.
So my next one is Superman is a 9/11 conspiracy theorist. He saves people by day. When he saves people, he also takes them inside and explains to them why the buildings could have fallen down without manned explosives.
He makes them all watch Fahrenheit 9/11.
Here we go.
He's like, thank you for saving me, Superman. Before I return you to back to your family, let's watch this whole loose change thing.
Mine is just have the superheroes have different powers when you reboot it. Like have Batman have literal bat powers. Like he can fly and he's blind and he just has sonar hearing sight. Why not? If you're going to make everything not count after 3 movies, have fun with it.
Bri?
Make it well known that the alter ego, is the superhero.
Like Superman just walks around all day. Like he shows up. In the
No,
office
you go
and
up to Clark Kent and be like, Clark, I know you're Superman. I got this problem here. Can you just, that guy over there, can you just go take care of,
It would save a lot of time. You wouldn't have to go change.
Would it be
no more? Yeah, everybody in this age of no privacy, everybody knows everything anyway. So
you accidentally posted it on Facebook?
Yeah.
He posts on Twitter right before, they tell him about a murder, and he's posting on Twitter, "Gotta go save the day." LOL.
Like Bruce Wayne's on a date, so he's like, "Come on, guys, leave me alone tonight. It's date night. I got to get some."
Mm-hmm.
How did you know I was Batman? Your Facebook profile says, "Changing is my Batman costume." Bruce Wayne is changing into his Batman costume.
Under occupation, it says Batman.
And there's a selfie of you in the bathroom mirror, half changed.
Okay, so my number 4. Batman's parents are still killed, but Bruce Wayne deals with their death by having real dolls made of the parents. And he has long discussions with the moral ambiguity of his work with the real dolls. And he has sex with them.
It sounds like a very long, boring movie.
I just think the part where he has sex with the real dolls will be because they're not really his parents, so and they're not even real. So people are like, oh, this is really good. Can he fight more crime? Can he just kill his parents again?
So mine is, instead of having Spider-Man get bit by the spider yet again, just have a reality show. The whole first movie is either a Hunger Games or just a reality show where they all live in a house, and whoever wins the reality show is Spider-Man. Why not?
Or maybe have an opposite one where they're whoever wins it becomes Magneto or whatever Spider-Man's enemies are.
Yeah, why not? They're actually making a movie of Spider-Man's enemies, by the way.
My next one was going to be that they should have...
They're making a movie with just Spider-Man's enemies without Spider-Man?
Yeah, it's the Sinister Six.
Oh, my God.
My next one is they should have some fucked up director, I don't even know who anymore. They should make it so that the superheroes are the bad guys and the bad guys are the good guys.
That would be interesting. There's a comic called
the bad guys are you guys are totally misunderstanding us. We're actually here to protect you.
Yeah, there's a comic called Irredeemable, which is basically Superman if he went insane and just started killing everybody.
My number 5 is The Incredible Hulk has Down syndrome. He still saves the day, but also it happens to kill a lot of people trying to express his frustration with inability to communicate.
That would be hilarious, and I would watch that.
Whoa, says he turns big and green when he's angry? No, it's just that when people don't give him applesauce, he goes big and green and stomps people. He doesn't save anyone, actually.
All right, I'm done. I did 5. I don't know how you didn't do 5.
Oh, whatever. Bri?
I wasn't paying attention to any of it. I don't know how many I did.
5. Good.
Okay. Bri, what topic should we talk about, Bri?
Let's do Would You Rather.
Okay, good enough. Would you rather ISIS overthrows all of Iraq and Syria, but you get a promotion at work that doubles your salary? Or would you rather ISIS is soundly defeated, but you get demoted at work and your salary is cut in half?
Bri, you want to take this one?
I'm first. I'll take the raise, yeah.
I didn't want to be the first to say it. I'll take the raise, too.
Fuck them. 100,000 people die, whatever. Make a raise. Who's going to even go over there?
Exactly.
What
would you do, Mark?
Oh, do we want me to answer?
Yeah. You would take the raise.
Yeah, why not? Whatever. Would you rather become a rock star? So would you rather become rock star famous and successful overnight for say how this show does? So Brink suddenly takes off and becomes insanely popular and you're rock star famous until the age of 50 when you die. Or you will continue your normal life and die at 80.
Normal life.
Give me die at 50.
Yeah, I don't know. Die at 50 sounds pretty good for rock star famous.
All right.
Okay. Would you rather be filthy rich but have memories of your uncle having molested you for years, ending when you were like 8. Or have your current income and have rescued a kid from being molested.
Rich.
So rich, but when you go to sleep at night, you remember your junk being touched by your uncle. Or you're poor, but you helped, like, you saved the kid from being molested.
Nobody saved me.
Jay?
I'm really torn on this one. I think I might go with poor.
Why?
I don't know. I have enough trouble sleeping as it is.
Jay, does your uncle who listens to the show?
This is like the first episode where I haven't chosen all the money answers.
Yeah. Would you rather be dropped into Oklahoma with $5 in your pocket and nothing else, or be dropped into Saudi Arabia with $100,000 in your pocket?
That's
Do I have a ride waiting for me anywhere? Or?
No, this is all the information you get.
Oh.
That's a tough one. I think I'd still go with Saudi Arabia.
Really? You don't speak the language. They're all nuts. And suddenly you have to explain with people that can't understand you why you have $100,000 on you.
Well, I'd
$100,000 though, I could probably get myself a plane out of there.
Or you can get yourself dead.
Eh.
I'm going to take my chance on $5 of a Hicks in Oklahoma.
But if you drop me in the middle of like a cornfield in Oklahoma, I could die too because I don't know where I'm going.
Right, but I feel like which chance do you have a better chance of surviving? That's all the question really is.
Oklahoma's close to Texas. That's where Ebola is.
That's true.
That is true. We don't know how airborne it is.
Would you rather
That's
be
right.
a nurse in Dallas or be fighting ISIS?
Oof.
Would you rather be a nurse in Dallas or the president driving through Dallas?
Too soon, Bri.
For the nurse, I'm sorry.
Okay, how about Oklahoma $5 or $100,000 in Tokyo?
Why would I not take $100,000 in Tokyo?
Okay, here you just
I've
don't
always
speak the
wanted to go to
language.
Tokyo. I'm going to pay money to go to Tokyo.
Okay, fine. Okay, Saudi Arabia. Would you rather be caught masturbating at work by your direct supervisor? You don't necessarily lose your job, or just be laid off because business is slow.
Do I not get fired if I'm caught?
You can talk your way out of being fired. Maybe they won't fire you for being masturbating at work.
Then I'm keeping my job.
Bri?
Yeah, I'd probably keep my job.
Bri, have you been caught masturbating at work?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, good.
What about you, Mark?
I haven't been caught masturbating at work either.
No, I mean, which one would you take?
I'll take being laid off. I don't think I could take the. I don't think I could take the. I don't think I'd want to work there after that. You know they're not going to be like, okay, we won't talk about this again. Oh, you can keep your job.
That tells me that's going to come up. That'll come up in your review.
Needs improvement.
Diligent about your work, yes. Diligent about touching yourself, yes, as well. We want you to work on this. Jay, at your review, we want to say, why were you masturbating at work, Jay?
Well, I'm just not getting pushed hard enough, and I had a lot of free time.
Do you think if we gave you more to do, you'd stop masturbating at work?
Yeah, that or more money.
I can't make that promise.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it okay that we're going to tell everyone else that you did it?
Rather you didn't. I know you will, though.
It's actually we put it in as a video on our company website.
I figured.
Do I get a percentage of the hits?
I just feel like that would be it'd be tough because then everyone in your life would know about it pretty fast.
They would, but getting laid off really sucks.
Yeah, but I think the embarrassment for me, I couldn't do it. Would you? Okay, so you're in a relationship that you don't want to screw up. Mm-hmm. So this is really applies more than to Jay, as Bri apparently doesn't give a crap about his relationship.
Hey, now that's not nice.
I think you're the one not nice.
Oh.
Okay, anyhow. So you're in a relationship, a committed relationship you don't want to screw up.
Okay.
Would you rather have a super hot female boss who sexually harasses you to no end, or just be laid off because you failed a drug test at work, bearing in mind how hard it will be to find a new job?
Is this the same boss I jerked off in front of?
No, this is a whole new scenario. It's a new job.
Shit.
Super hot boss.
I guess this one's not really that tough of a would you rather, actually.
Yeah, I can
Who wants to
take
fail
that
the
one.
drug test?
Was that all of them?
Yeah, that was 6 of them.
All right.
Is that our entire show?
Unless
They're redoing Dark Crystal and Fraggle Rock. Do you want to discuss? And Beetlejuice too.
so
They're
just-
redoing Ghostbusters with a, quote, hilarious female cast, end quote. Where are they going to find hilarious women? That's what I want to know.
Please don't tell me it's gonna be like Amy Poehler, Mindy from the Mindy Project.
The
probably what
fat
it-
chick from whatever.
Oh, it's got to be her. She's got.
There's always a fat chick.
Yeah, she's got to be in every comedy movie too.
It'll be that one from SNL who's kind of funny.
The one who was with the fat chick in that like cop movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be the cast. Great.
It'll be the
Really
worst
looking
movie in
forward
the
to it.
history of the world.
You sure they weren't being sarcastic? They're like, oh yeah. we're
No,
gonna
the
redo it.
director said he's going to have an all-female cast.
Because the original cast waited so long, they're too old to actually do the stuff now. So
And
they're
one
gonna
died.
train. Yeah, and one died. So they're gonna like train a new group.
Who died?
Harold
Oh.
Ramis.
Yeah, he was like the writer of the original.
Oh, I thought you meant one of the main Ghostbusters. I was like,
Well,
Bill
he
Murray
was.
still-
Yeah, he was Egon.
Oh yeah, you're right. Well, when did he die?
I don't know.
Within the last 12 months.
Yeah,
Oh,
like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
February 24th, 2014. Oh, that's sad. Should we do a tribute show?
No.
Oh, he looks a lot different when you see him more recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like a skeleton now.
Can we
He's dead.
can we have an intervention about people titling articles nowadays? Every article is like the same. Like, little Jimmy just wanted $5 to go get some soup. But
You'll
what
never guess what happens next.
Yeah, what happens next will blow your mind.
I'm not watching fucking some TV show or something. It's like, just tell me. I am too lazy to read the article. Just tell me what happens.
Just
'Cause I
tell me
don't
what
care either
happens.
way.
I'll give you the page click. Just tell me what happens.
I can't tell you what happens because you won't believe it, and or it will blow your mind.
It's basically page clicks have ruined the internet.
It
They have
will-
to find another way to measure things on the internet so we can deal away with these stupid freaking page clicks.
And then you click it, and it's like, what happened to Billy? And then it says, click next. You click next. He went to the store. Click next. Also, it's just, can we think of something other than mind blowing?
A police officer pulled this woman over for a ticket. What happened next, you'll never expect.
It will murder your grandma.
She blew him right on the road. No, I expected that.
This uncle wanted to molest his nephew. But what happened next will change your life.
He did it and got away with it.
Yeah, it's just every article is like titled so it like makes you want to go, what happened? I gotta see what happens now. I've seen like Twitter posts like that now.
Well, I've also noticed in the same respect of just like idiotic articles. There's tons of articles. Anytime you look at like a finance section of anything, it's always like how to save better for retirement. It's always spend less than you make
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Put
do
money
this
in the
over
bank.
time. Or like how to pay off your mortgage faster and like give more money than your normal mortgage payments and spend less than you make. And it's 3 million articles like this.
Yep.
That's great.
I'll talk about something that's annoying me.
Okay.
Do you want to talk about? You remember AIG?
Yeah.
Did Bryce say nope?
No, I said yep.
Okay, so they were bailed out and they were given $180 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the former CEO of the company, this guy Maurice Greenberg, is presently suing the company with a bunch of shareholders, saying the United States government ripped them off and owes them another $40 billion because they screwed AIG over by only giving them $180 billion. This is a big trial going on right now.
Oh my goodness.
He says that it was he says giving them $108 billion amounts to a government taking.
I don't even get that.
He claims that they were it was unfair. They were forced to take the $108 billion, and if it was a real fair market, they would have been given $40 billion more.
If it was a real fair market, wouldn't they have been like making money?
Well, if it was a real fair market, they just would have like gone bankrupt. That was they claimed that the United States government screwed them by only giving them $108 billion.
You should do what like you do to little kids when they're acting like a brat. You'd be like, "That's it. Now you get nothing. Give it back. Go sit in the corner."
Shouldn't we make this guy Maurice Greenberg, who's like 80, go fight ISIS?
Yeah. I mean, he's not doing any good here.
Yeah, why don't we give him Ebola and study him? Right, what's going on with your girlfriend?
Not much.
Have you had tell us about your most recent hangout?
I don't remember.
Do you even remember when's the last time you hung out with her?
I saw her today.
Oh my god.
We didn't hang out. I mean, I just saw her.
Where'd you see her?
She was at my dad's house. We were taking boxes out of the attic.
So she's not your girlfriend though, but she hangs out at your dad's place?
Well, he puts her to work. He makes her do chores.
Well, I mean, I guess she's my girlfriend. I just don't advertise it.
Are you presently telling her for the first time?
Well, she's not here. I'm not telling her right now.
If she downloaded this and listen to it later on the week when on the way to work, she'd be like, "Oh my god, he's my boyfriend!"
She might.
He told me over a podcast that a total of 2 other people in the world listen to.
I'll tell her to listen to this one in like a year.
Don't tell her to listen to the 1-2 episodes ago, though.
If someone asked her, "Hey, can we give her a fake name? Hey, Laura, do you have a boyfriend?" Would she say yes?
Yeah, she would.
And would she be referring to you?
Probably.
How long have you guys been boyfriend girlfriend? Would you say?
How long have I been boyfriend and girlfriend with her? Or how long has she been boyfriend and girlfriend with me?
Okay, whatever weirder version of the question you want to answer.
I don't know, a while now, I guess.
Okay, where's it going?
Nowhere.
So the first part of the show, he said we were boyfriend girlfriend. Then I kept listening, and it got worse.
Where's it going? I don't know. What is that supposed to mean?
Marc asked Bri the status of his relationship. What happened next will blow your mind.
What he said next will blow your mind.
Upworthy.
Yeah.
I hate that website more than any other website I click on.
Yep.
A website?
Upworthy. If you're looking at Upworthy, there's always clips the thing of like what will blow your mind, and then it's like it's nothing even remotely interesting.
They'll be like, this cat wanted a bowl of milk. What happened next will make your head explode. And then it's just a picture. It's like a video of a cat. It just goes, meow.
People call this woman fat. What happened next will blow your mind. She had a family.
She cried.
Can I ask why is
This
it?
man got Ebola. What happened next? He fucking died. Sorry.
This man got Ebola. What will happen next will blow all you scared people's minds. He died. Why is it socially acceptable to make fun of people for having bad singing voices, which you can't control, but it's not socially acceptable to like reply that the person's fat?
Fat's the new hot topic.
Well, I'm just saying, like, why can people rip on people for having bad singing voices? That's the one thing. Like, if I sing poorly, people are like, they'll like laugh and go, "You have a bad singing voice." But if I'm like, "Hey, you have bad self-control, you should lose 100 pounds," that's not just like a general, like, not like a funny thing to say back to them.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know either. Because I'm fat. Well, I'm fat and I have a bad singing voice, so I'm kind of like double fucked.
Yeah, me too.
Or, I have a bad singing voice. Well, what if I said to them, "Hey, you're really short. Ha ha ha." That's something else you can't control. It's just like my singing voice I can't control.
Yeah, no, that's unacceptable too. I don't know. There's certain things you can make fun of and certain things you can't.
Would you rather be a midget or have a bad singing voice?
Well, I already have a bad singing voice.
Let me
too.
try being a midget for a week.
Would you rather have the voice of Seal and be a midget, or be your height and be a bad singer?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my height.
Would you rather be an inch shorter and have the voice of Seal?
No.
Who
An
made
inch
Seal such a
shorter?
good singer?
I'm just picking him.
All of Mark's would you rather's going forward are about Seal.
Okay. Would you rather be Seal or club a Seal?
Would you rather be filthy rich and Seal molested you when you were a kid, or would you rather
Be
just own-
dirt poor and Seal molested you today?
Would you rather be molested by Seal or molested by the dad in Seventh Heaven?
Would you rather be molested by the dad from Seventh Heaven or have to listen to Seal?
Would you rather be molested by the dad from Seventh Heaven or have to watch Seventh Heaven?
Ooh, that's a good one.
So I had written
An
down
episode where Jennifer Biel isn't in there, or whatever her name is. What's her name?
on
Jessica Biel?
Jessica Biel, yeah.
a very special Seventh Heaven. Someone gets molested and it's not Jessica Biel.
I'm amazed it was the priest that did it.
Yeah, I know. The guy played a priest for 10 years. I think he got a little... He must be a method actor.
Yeah, I was thinking that. What other TV dads should come out as being molesters?
Bob
Who else
Saget.
Yeah.
I think no, but after hearing Bob Saget's like comedy, it's not as funny if you became a molester. You'd be like, oh, because he's dirty anyhow. Who's better? Like
Wow.
I feel like the Seventh Heaven dad was like the like you can't get much better than that.
Alan Thicke.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not bad. Or Leave It to Beaver. The Beav.
He wasn't a TV dad. He was the kid.
Okay, then his dad, whoever plays his dad.
I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
Yeah.
Well, that would make it all the more interesting. Do we have anything else to discuss?
No, I think that's a wrap.
Sweet.
Yes.
There's a dead bear in Central Park.
Excellent. There's a dead whale in Long Island.
Really?
It went up on the beach and died.
That's exciting.
So there's just a bunch of animals croaking everywhere.
Oh, and I have here a Domino's pizza manager charged with burning down Papa John's.
Really?
Oh, did you not read this one?
No, that's pretty funny.
Let's find the article then.
Well, I think you just said it. I don't think they're going to add very much.
You'll never believe what happens next.
There's some heated competition in the pizza business in Lake City.
I get heated.
ha.
That's a good one.
Two managers at a local Domino's Pizza in northern Florida are facing felony arson charges after police say they set fire to a nearby Papa John's pizzeria. Let's see, what was his reasoning? We've been doing really well in sales since we got there. I'm sure there was a factor in them deciding that they had to do something, owner Jacob Wilkes said. I was dumbfounded over how somebody would go to those lengths over pizza.
That was their idea. Let's see. We can make our pizza better, or we can commit a felony.
To be fair, this article is from 2000.
15?
The future. It's where it's going. It's where the pizza wars are going. 2011.
Okay, that was before or after their apology for having shitty pizza.
Yeah, I think it was before the apology. I think that was what led them to like, we've got to make better pizza.
Our pizza's so bad, our managers gave up and are just burning down the competition.
There's really no other way to compete except for arson.
That's
okay,
their new
and
tag
last-
phrase. Domino's, now not arson bad.
Domino's. Now our pizza's so good we don't have to murder the competition.
Our pizza's so good you're going to want to burn a house down.
The last topic I had that we didn't cover was Netflix is doing 4 Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, good. Now I cannot watch them on Netflix.
4 new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What made him decide to do Adam Sandler movies? He hasn't made a good movie in a decade.
Ever?
But they all sell like crazy.
No, they don't.
They do. Have you looked at his... We went over this. He sells... Millions of people see these movies.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay. So that's it.
Mr. Sandler, do you think you can do That's My Boy Part 2 and Jack and Deal Part 2? Because then we have a deal.
So we are at Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter. You can join the Facebook group, and you can email us at thebrinkofsanity@gmail.com. So
Fantastic.
It's been fun, guys.
Sure can.
And the end.
Bye, love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. You better go away. I'm going.